Hey guys, so I am back, and as promised, this is my April Shop My Stash. Y'all already know I usually just pick stuff out, put it in this little basket thing here, and choose the products that I'm going to use for the full month of April. So y'all know that I usually start with my palettes, and for the month of April, the group is using, what are we using? Golly. I'm also doing this as a voiceover because I lost the audio for this video. So that's the list that we're using. I believe we have Juvia's Place, Melt, and also ABH. So y'all know where I keep most of my eyeshadow palettes. And for the first week of April, I'll be using the Saharan by Juvia's Place. And then for the second week, I'm pulling Melt Smoke Sessions. And then for the third week, we have a Sephora Pro palette, any of the Pro palettes. I actually have the Editorial Pro palette. That's that right there. And it looks like it's going to be a colorful month for me. And then for the fourth week, I believe we have ABH Master Mario palette. I don't have that palette, and so since I don't have that palette, what I'll do is I think I'm going to substitute that palette with ABH Sultry because I've never used it. It's still brand new in my collection from whenever it came out last year, whatever time I got it. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and use that, since the palette with Makeup by Mario was also a very neutral palette. Sultry will work for that or whatnot. So yeah. Alright, so these are the 4 palettes that we're going to be using for this month. Y'all make sure you follow me on my Instagram. I'll be posting the looks and whatever that I do with all of these palettes every week. Of course, we're already 2 weeks in by the time this video has gone up, so I would have had my Juvia's Place Saharan palette looks up, and then I would have had Smoke Sessions going up also. So the first foundation I'm gonna pick is the Tint Idol ultra whatever stick foundation, and then I wanted to use this Becca Ultimate Cream Coverage as a contour bronzer shading color. This is in cacao or cocoa heart, whatever guys, I'm sorry. And then I also wanted to, since I'm trying to kind of use some of this stuff, I wasn't sure about this shadow or this foundation in my declutter, so I'm going to go ahead and use the Cover FX Natural Finish, and I'm actually using that now, and it's amazing. And then for the last foundation, I'm going to go ahead and pull one of the ones that I haven't used and that I need to see if it's my color or not, the Born This Way, Too Faced Born This Way. So those are the 4 foundations that I am going to use. I'm not sure why I'm still looking. Oh, okay, well, that's the last foundation. I'm going to use the Tint Miracle from Lancome and see how I like it, because I don't think I've actually used that yet. So those are the 4 foundations: the Tint Idol Stick, Tint Miracle, Born This Way, and Cover FX Natural Finish. Okay, 4 concealers, and I do have a concealer declutter coming because I have this drawer concealers here, and then I have a whole nother drawer, that drawer right there, that's full of concealers and cream products that I just need to Declutter, y'all. It's a mess. It's a mess. So for concealers, I am going to pick. Ooh, what am I gonna pick, guys? What am I gonna pick? I'm gonna pick this ColourPop No Filter concealer, and I believe it's in shade 42 dark 42, something like that. This is before they renumbered after I got this. So, but I've made good progress on it, and I'll probably finish it this month, honestly, because it's hardly any left in there. And then I'm also going to use Tint Idol Ultra Wear. I'm going to pair that with the Tint Idol stick. See how I like it. This concealer is really creamy, so yeah, we'll see. And it's in shade 465. Sweet. And then I am also going to pick this Wet n Wild. I'm almost done with it, and the shade that I have isn't super brightening to begin with, but I need to kind of finish it. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish that one. So I'll probably be done with both the Wet n Wild and the ColourPop this month. Fingers crossed, hopefully. And the last concealer that I am going to pick, which one are you going to pick, Ashley? This is why I need to declutter, because I have so much that I don't even know what I have. So I'm going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer. I have not used this since I got it whenever I got it last time. So I think I've used it for like a week, and then I put it up. So I'm going to use that and see if I like it or not. Alright, let's do powders. Not that drawer, Ashley. Yes, that drawer. So powders, loose powders to set my face. I'm going to take the Dermablend Warm Saffron color to set under my eyes this month. And then I'm going to take the Laura Mercier Translucent Deep to set my face all over my face, and then I was going to take the Translucent Deep Glow to buff with, but I'm using a lot of Radiant foundations or natural finishes foundations this month, so I'm picking up Too Faced Peach again and using that to buff with. And I'm just trying to see what the other powders I have are, but those are just the 3 powders that I'm gonna use. The Too Faced Peach, I'm pulling this one also, Hourglass, to use it as a buffing powder also, because I think I used it as a setting powder under my eyes when I first got it, and I did not like it, and it's a mini, so I'm gonna use it, see how I like it, and finish it out probably. Alright, so for bronzers, I'm going to be using the Prime Beauty bronzer in Brownsville, and then I'm going to pull my Morphe Bronzer in Showmance so I can kind of finish it out. Y'all know I repressed this, and it's very, very shimmery now, but these two mixed together will give me the perfect kind of shade that I am looking for. And yeah, I think that's all the bronzers I'm gonna use this month. I need to do a review of the Prime Beauty bronzers. For blush, I don't even know what I want to do, y'all. This needs to be moved into another drawer, decluttered, something. I'm gonna pull the Juvia's Place Saharan Volume 2 because Yara, that one right there, is bae. It's so bae. I love that blush. I pulled that Morphe one last month, and I didn't even use it. But I'm going to try to figure out what exactly I'm going to use. I have so much stuff that it's ridiculous. I'm gonna get my life together, I promise y'all. I really am. So I'm gonna grab this palette by Beauty Bakery. It's the Scoops Elysee palette, and so I'm gonna pull that and use that for my blush and see how I like it, because I don't think I've used. So I am just trying to see if there's anything else that I want to kind of pull. I'm going to use this contour kit from Black Radiance and use that. I'm going to use this Blossoms highlighter. Blossoms highlighter palette from Lancome, and use that for this month. And then I'm also going to pull Wet n Wild's kind of my canopy for my highlighter this month, and those should get me through the month, along with Danessa Myricks in Light and Heat, and that's just to give me a little extra shine. And yeah, so that's the basket. Let's go ahead and get this stuff put into my drawers. So y'all know what I keep in my drawer typically. I will usually have chapsticks, and then my yeah, those are my chapsticks, y'all know. I have my chapsticks, and then that's one I got from Lancome, and it's really good. And then I have a spatula, I have a tweezers, and then I also have my eyelash curler, my mascara that I'm currently using, my primer that I'm currently using. That's not supposed to be there. That's a lip gloss. My eyeliner, or what is it called? Eye primer, and then my lash glue, and then my eyebrow scissors, and then my lash tweezer applicator thingamajigger. So, alright, let's get this stuff packed in. So I forgot to pull primer, so I'm going to use this mattifying primer from Dermalogica. It's really just silicone in a bottle, and then the Cover FX from last month, bringing it into this month so I can finish it. But they're both just really, silicone in a bottle. So I brought in a new container so I can kind of have my palettes and stuff out, but not on my desk, So I'm going to put all the palettes that I'm using in the top of this container here. And hopefully it'll kind of make it easier for me, because I'm gonna try to start shooting like little mini Instagram tutorials or whatever of the looks that I do during the week, just to have more content to put on Instagram. So that'll just free up some space on my vanity. But yeah, so putting those up there, and yeah. Yeah, that is it for my April Shop My Stash. Y'all know that's where I keep all my powders, and then where I have my palettes. I do have some setting sprays out already, All Nighter, which is basically done. I think I have a couple more sprays left. So I'll be using Fix Plus and Too Faced Matte for the month of April. Setting sprays isn't a category that I have a ton of, thankfully, and so those are the setting sprays I'm gonna use. These are my powders. Y'all make sure you follow me on Instagram so you can see the looks that I'm doing each week. I'm gonna try and post them regularly. If not, they will be on my blog, ashleykristena.com. So alright guys, I will talk to y'all later. Bye.